Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Sever7, and today we are checking out the NOC Knives MT-30 with the ultimate goal of seeing if it's worth adding to your collection or your daily carry rotation. Now, I bought this knife with my own money, and this was designed and OEM'd by NOC Knives. And I bought this at exclusivefolders.com. I'll have a link for those guys. I did pick up the last version of this, but I get a ton of cool knives from that website, and they get some of the rarest, craziest knives I've ever seen. Like the best knives in my collection, the ones that nobody else has. Yeah, they come from Exclusive Folders. Absolutely fantastic place. All right, now we got something going on here. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, take it all in. Yeah. So this has two massive slabs of Timascus on either side. And I say slabs for a specific reason. And I don't know if the implication that I'm intending is there, but I'm just going to show you. Okay, so this is magnetically held on. Both sides are. And if you look, you can see this little notch right in here. And you can see one right up here. So I'm going to do everything I can not to scratch the tar out of this Timascus. There we go. Bada bing. So there's that, and it's lovely. Timascus through and through. We have 3 magnets. And how does this stick? Well, this sticks because this entire body, I'll get the other side off too, just for dramatic effect. The entire body is stainless steel. Oh yeah, the clip is also Timascus. It even has a nice little NOC logo in there. But yeah, this handle is all stainless steel. Does that have an impact on the weight? We'll talk about it. But in the meantime, let's just enjoy. Oh yeah. This little hockey stick of Timascus. Oh yeah. Now this implies, if you can take these out, this implies something, right? Like, why would I want to take these out? Well, if I was putting something new in. So if you were to buy this knife, you would have the ability to also buy inlays. They've got blurple, they've got like plain titanium. I think they have pink, right? And then they also have Timascus. Now those are going up for sale at some point this year. I don't know if you can get them right now. I don't think you can. But there's much cheaper versions of this knife with like the blurple or the titanium and the pink that you can get for not a whole lot of money. I want to say like 140 bucks, something like that. Anyway, so we have the 2 massive slabs of Timascus, and I gotta say, something about Timascus with the gray. I have another knife that is just flush with gray in between the oranges and the blues. And I don't know what causes that, but I really, really like it. Now, let's talk about the ergonomics. This is about as neutral as you can possibly get. I know it's hard not to just look at the Timascus. You've got this, you've basically just got a straight pillar, and then right here at the butt, you got a little bitty scoop to lock into. So, you know, I have large size hands. You have a little choke up area, right? You see it right there? You have a little choke up spot where you won't cut yourself. So you can hold it just like this, or you can get a full 4-finger grip and have some room to spare. Nice functional jimping up here. It's softened, but it's deep, so you get a lot of traction from that. Not painful, but functional. And overall, ergonomics, it's not built for comfort, but there's certainly nothing offensive about it. As far as the blade goes, we have this DLC. It's a matte DLC, but they've got some like hand satin work up here that gives a certain shimmer depending on how you hit the light. So you can kind of see it here, how it's got a sheen to it. And then you fade away and then it goes super dark. And then this is a little bit brighter. This light up here, the reflection, goes really well with this polished edge. So they did a phenomenal job with that. This is M390 blade steel with that DLC coating. And it's a very, very handsome knife overall. We've got this nice little, I'm going to call it a buoy. A slight buoy, but I'm going to call it a buoy. Because this arches up ever so slightly. Right? If it just went straight, maybe a clip point, but it doesn't. It ramps up just a hair. So we're going to stick with Bowie. But we have a nice Bowie blade, very clean, simple aesthetic. And then we've got the one method of deployment. It's just the flicking hole. Works very well, despite me failing it earlier, because I was being a dummy. Reverse flick it. I want to see you can thumb it. Yeah, you can thumb it. Acoustics are good. Not the best I've heard, but still good. Action is snappy. Lock bar disengagement. I mean, it's stainless steel, so it's, you know, it's thick, but it goes over easy enough. Blade comes down easy enough. Yeah, this knife feels really premium, really well built. But I'm sure you're wondering, those handles though. Stainless steel, that stuff's heavy. You're right, it is. It is very heavy. As a matter of fact, this thing weighs in at like, I want to say like 5.6 ounces. Where's that balance at? Yeah, you can see. Oh, I'm awfully twitchy. Yeah, you can see that balance point's way back. That's all right though. I mean, you know, it would be better if it was even, right? But for them to make it even, they would have to either mill the tar out of these scales, which they've already done to make room for the Timascus, or they'd have to just girth the crap out of this blade, which it's already a fairly robust blade as is. So some sacrifices had to be made, right? So that means the bulk of the weight is in your hand. And it's not balanced. But in this case, since it's not just cumbersome for the sake of being cumbersome, it's cumbersome, but there's, you know, that's a sacrifice being made clearly for design purposes. It's a price I'm willing to pay. I don't know if everybody is, but I'm willing to pay it. Now, as far as the heft goes, yeah, I mean, this thing, it is noticeably heavy. This is great for like EDC, but if I knew I was going to be knifing all day long, this is not what I would grab. It's too heavy. It's, I mean, it's like, I mean, you're going to get a workout using this thing. It's heavy, but swappable magnetic scales, plus. Change the look of your knife, plus. You know, this one wasn't $140, but the regular ones being $140, big plus, right? You get swappable scales. You can get Timascus inlays if you want to. You can put these on whenever it's showtime. You can put the other ones on whenever, you know, it's business time, right? Fantastic. So I'm a huge fan of this knife overall. You just have to know that you're making a choice, right? Not the choice between a user and a showpiece. This is definitely a user. But you're making the decision between I'm willing to take on the burden of beauty. And the burden of beauty is about maybe 3 ounces of extra heft. At least that's what it feels like. So if that's worth it to you, because I tell you, the blurple looks fantastic, the pink looks good, and the plain tie looks good. I'm probably going to pick up the blurple and the plain tie, just because I can have one knife and I can, and the blade's handsome enough with the DLC, looks fantastic, that I would have no problem carrying this and just swapping it out, right? So like this for Sundays, you know what I'm saying? Or if I just want to match up the arm, right? And then maybe I want to do blurple to work, right? Maybe if I'm in the backyard, I want plain titanium. Who knows, right? But it'll be like certain mode activated, right? I'll know whenever I have this on, I'm a baller, or I'm praying. If I have the blurple on, I know it's time to get to business. I'm at work, right? And if I have the plain tie on, I know it's time, really seriously, get out in the backyard and get some stuff done. Like now. Okay, all right, I'm going. All right, I'm going. Yep. So, I mean, all in all, this knife is going to be polarizing, but there's nothing wrong with a knife that makes a decision, right? With a knife company that kind of decides for you. It's like, if you want this, that's great. This is the clear benefit to it. Here's the clear offside to it. It's built incredibly well. NOC Knives is known for their premium build quality. They make tools that are kind of crazy, kind of artsy, definitely artsy, but also functional tools. And this is a more budget version frame of reference for what they do. So for me, worth it all day long. I love this knife. I haven't had it too long, but the time I've had it, I've really enjoyed it. And despite the heft, I actually kind of like it, to be honest, because I am bearing a certain burden for the qualities I like in the knife, right? I like the fact that, you know, I get to roll out with full Damascus slabs. That is awesome to me. And the price I pay is a pretty hefty knife. Like, it just feels good knowing there's a trade-off, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I've got other knives that are fancy. Yeah, we'll bust the Kaiser out really quick. Like, you know, like there's this Kaiser. It's got crystal titanium. There's no price to pay. You just have it, and it's great, right? But you know, sometimes, you know, it feels nice to carry a little extra weight. You know, just kind of remind me that, like, I made a choice, just like these guys did, and I chose to, you know, bear the weight of this knife, you know, to get the benefits out of it. And just something about that gets me going. Like, it just kind of pumps me up about the knife. So, what do you guys think? Is this something that you would add to your collection? Would you add this to your daily carry? Or did this knife just, like, completely miss the mark for you? Let me know down in the comments. And if you like the content, hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this and more awesome knives like this, subscribe. And I'm going to have the link to exclusive folders down in the description. So please, by all means, go check them out, because they have a ton of cool stuff over there. It might be an affiliate link. It might not. I have no idea. I don't have any affiliate links. And if I get one before this video goes up, cool. If not, you'll still have a link down there regardless. Just know that it might help me out. But it might not. All right. Peace.